left fist right over the top, and welcome to Qigong. So while you get yourself into a Qigong stance, just feet in line with your hips, soften your ankles, your knees, drop your tailbone down, your hips soften, and then lengthen through the spine and tuck your chin in. Feel your head lifted up, little star string. So your neck is long and going upwards, lumbar spine is long and going downwards, a lot of space in between. And just take a few nice deep breaths into your belly and close your eyes for a second and just notice where you're starting from. So I know the old Taoists used to see as breath as a gift from the divine. And indeed it is the breath of life. If we're comfortable with the breath, you're comfortable with life. So let's do a bit of breathing and just ground ourselves and feel sort of stable and balanced before we start. Bring your hands just below the belly, just below your navel there, over the belly, below the navel. And as you breathe in through your nose, let your tummy just expand outwards, relax outwards. As you breathe out, belly button goes a little bit back towards the spine. You can use a little bit of effort doing that, not too much. And breathe in and breathe out. Let's breathe in and out through the nose, just in your own time. And just noticing how your breath feels. Notice it coming in and out of your nose. It's cooler when it comes in, it's warmer when it comes out. And notice how the breath moves in your body. Notice your ribs expanding a little bit to the side. You might even feel some movement in your spine. And of course, some movement in the belly if you're taking a nice long breath deep into the belly. So this evening, we're going to do quite a bit of tiger work. And a tiger is seen as a metal element. And the time really to use tiger is in the autumn. And solstice is just around the corner when we'll be turning into winter. So we're probably going to do our last big tiger session today. And tiger is an animal that's a lot of courage and strength and flexibility. And it's funnily enough, I mean, I talk about doing the tiger, but whenever I'm doing the tiger, I'm actually thinking of the leopard because I come from South Africa. No, we don't really have tigers. So I visualize a leopard. Never visualize myself with stripes yet, but you're welcome to be a tiger or a leopard. They're both nocturnal. Okay, cheetah isn't. Okay, tiger's got these very powerful claws, paws, claws. So when we do tiger, really allow your claws to come in a little bit. Don't just have a floppy hand. And this, a little bit of a hollow in the palm here. These very, very powerful claws here. We have got our Laogong point here, which is called the Palace of Work. It's a pericardium point, very strong point for healing and for pushing energy through. And all the meridians of the hands in on the fingertips, so it's a very powerful grip there. We're going to be coming from low down, and then as we finish our tiger paw there, we make a little hollow. So we let the little finger come around, touching the thumb, and you make a little hollow fist that you could actually see through. Okay, so we're starting at tigers. The tiger leopard's going to wake up in the morning and you want to stretch his body out. So soft knees and a circle with your hands. Have those paws with claws on, circle around, and now you let your little finger touch the thumb and make a little hollow fist. And it's as if you're taking a t-shirt off, feeling your fascia move up as you move, stretching open through the shoulders. And as you get up, open those pores again and bring your claws back, and again do a beautiful spiraling there, getting beautiful movement. You can do one or two through your shoulders, through the elbows, through the wrists, and then coming back. Little finger comes back into hollow fists and sinking down. So we're rising up, we sink down. So opening, coming back hollow, and breathing in. Big breath all the way up. When you get to the top, your paws are going to face the sky. Bring your shoulders back and circle around. You can hold your breath for a couple of seconds while you're up here. Little fingers coming into that hollow fist again and breathing out. Opening, feeling moving the wrist, the elbows, the shoulders, and now opening your body up, making space between your pelvis and your ribs. Feel your shoulder blades rising up on your ribs, opening your shoulders wider, 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 and then you can look up at your hands here. Keep your chin tucked in. Look up at your hands there. Suck them around and coming back and down. Do another one. Open. This is a strong exercise, so not floppy hands. You want strong tiger claws there. Breathing in through the nose. And opening up to the sky. Feel this tiger stretching his belly, stretching his back, stretching through the shoulders and coming down. Now we're going to take this one and just go straight into tiger sitting in the grass. And when I do it, you'll recognize it. So opening, hollow fists coming up, and opening. And when we come down, just open your legs a little bit, because you're going to come down. If you can squat, squat. If you can't, you don't. So coming down, and this time coming all the way down to squat. So tiger bringing his arms, claws down to the ground and squatting in that position. Slowly straighten your knees up, and another one up. Right up, right up, right up, right up, right up. Opening, feeling the strength of your body, your legs, your hips, your arms, your hands. Circle, and another one, tagging the grass. Clearing anything you don't need, throwing it into that grass there, the wild grass. One more up. And open, open, open. It's a very good exercise to do in the morning when you wake up or feel very stiff. And breathe out, very strengthening for your low back and your hips. Come down and come up. All right, just shake that out a little bit. So we're going to do that forwards and back movement again, but this tiger is going to undulate through the spine. It's very good to undulate through the spine. It's as if all the little bones are moving one, like a string of beads. So we do that. So we come forward. We'll just do it with the spine first without worrying about the arms. So thinking about sticking your chin out. So you're going, bend your knees, going forwards, coming around, tuck your tailbone in, and then come up from the tailbone up. And then you go down from the top of the head and the neck, going forwards. And then coming up and undulating spine. So the tiger leopard's very flexible. Just do one or two of those. Chin out, round and forwards. Tuck your tailbone under and straighten up the low back. Breathing in, breathing out as you go forwards. Breathing in, just come up. And now we're going to add tiger. Claws, toes, so as we come up, you can start from above your head. Come forwards. And roll up. Keep those claws strong there. So as our hands are coming up, we're pulling out anything, old energy that we don't need. And we're going to gift it to the universe. Breathe in as you come up. Just feel if there's anything stagnant in your body, you just need to release it. One more, breathing in. And breathing out. Now we aim to increase the vigor with which we do this by using a tiger breath. So tiger breath is in through the nose, out through the nose. But as we breathe out, we feel the air going through the throat. So it'll be breath in, out. You can do it through the mouth and the nose, whichever works for you. So you actually hear a sound there. So breathing in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And those of you that slept in bush will know that this sounds like the lion at night. Then one more. Kappa's not sure about this. Relax. Okay. So tiger's doing a lot of clearing and there's a lot of strength in here. We're going to take a lunge stance here. So just get an easy position where you can lean forwards on the front knee, lean back on the back leg. And we're going to continue with this. It's almost like tiger catching his prey, where when we come back, elbows come up. And now you're going to do that same undulating forward and breathing. You can just do a normal breath, or you can do a tiger breath if you want to. Remember to have your claws curled. As you come back, you can relax them a little. Weight going from front to back. Coming up. And then come up into standing position and take your arms to the one side and circle right around. Bring your hands back into your waist and then out to the side, all the way back to the waist again. Change legs, step back with one leg, forwards with the other one, and feel your lunge initially. When you're lunging, tucking the tailbone in there and starting with tiger. Arms right up above you. Poke your chin out. Breathing in. Feel that you're getting beautiful movement between the vertebrae, tucking your tailbone in as you come up. Breathing out. Coming back. Very good for your balance as well. Coming up. And then tiger just searching around him, maybe looking for some prey. And in the opposite direction, around, coming back to your belly. Good. So we've done a lot of movement of the spine going forwards and back. Let's get some movement going to the side. Let's move the body like the river. But if you live on the West Coast, then you move the body like seaweed in the ocean. So lifting, widening your legs a little bit here. Put your hands on just above your knees, on your thighs, and let your bottom just sit back a little bit rather than going to be out there. You would rather want to be slightly back as if you're sitting on a bar stool there. And we're going to take the weight to one side and then to the other. So initially, you're just feeling how the weight changes between the one foot and the other. Feeling a little bit of stretch in your inner thigh muscles there as you go across. Sort of coming up and down. So we're not doing any spinal movement yet, so let's add this in. So to the side, and then your shoulders and your head. Other side, hips, shoulders, head. And now we get a side bend of the spine in between. All your organs are attached to the spine, so as you move this, you energize all your organs, help them to work and all the things they need to do, keep them flexible and juicy. Don't forget to let your neck go to the side. Breathe into one side, breathe out to the other. And now we've got some nice movement into the lower part of the spine. We want to bring that up into the thoracic spine. So bring in your arms up and feel as if you're pushing the current. Turn and push slowly so you feel the movement of air through your fingers. With a strong current, so slowly you push it over. Change and relax. Going to get a little bit of turning rotation through the spine. So this is a slightly different one to what we normally do. So just get a little bit of a swing going through your arms, and then one hand is going to come behind your head. Other hand's going to hit the same side, okay, of that arm. So we're opening up the thoracic spine here by putting a hand up here. And then we come across and we give it a nice little knock. That's very, very nice. If you happen to have any flu or coughs and colds, that's a really nice exercise to do to get all the mucus and everything moving there. Okay, so when I go to the left, you go to the right. The right hand's on top of the left hand on top. So it's right, right, or left, left. And the other hand comes across and knocks and swap. It's a nice exercise to get your right, left brain working at the same time. So you don't want to hit your head too hard, but you do want to give a little knock on your ribs over here, your rib cage. Rib cage can be very stiff. To get a little bit more softness going through there. Breathe into one side, out to the other. This acupressure point we're knocking on the side is spleen 25, and its name is large envelope. Okay, so as you hit on it, you have a sense of maybe being the piece of the envelope you licked to stick there or something. So you want that large envelope to be a large envelope, not tiny little envelope. And relax. Good. Okay, let's go down to your hips and let's get a nice rotation going through here. Side, back, side and forwards. Feel that it's the lower part of your body rotating on the upper part. We can do it either way, but today let's do the lower part here. Till you get a nice smooth oval there. If there's any area that's a little bit stiff, just push a little bit into it, get a little bit more movement there. Feel how your toe bone tucks in and then it tucks out. So in Qigong, nearly all our movements pass through the waist. So it's very important that your waist is supple and strong. And you have a sense of where it is. Opposite direction, around you go. And let's roll our shoulders. As you roll the shoulders, you can bend your knees. Rolling back, just drop them. It's lovely to do in the morning when you just wake up or been working on the computer a while. Really nice to do this as well. Good. And in the opposite direction, roll and roll. Shake it out a little bit. I'm slowly but surely warming up here. It is definitely winter where I'm coming from. I'll just put something halfway on there. Okay. Right, so autumn, you've got to look after the lungs. So find these little hollows between each rib, and you can either knock on them with your fingers. You want the joints of the ribs with your breastbone here to be supple. So when you're breathing, you can get a wide chest and knock up and down. You can also do, if you've had a bit of a cough, just come in and massage your little intercostal muscles here. And we'll really be very happy if you do that for them. You could also rub in a little eucalyptus oil or something in here to help relax your chest if you've been not well. So up and down. Thinking of the mechanics of the breath now. Mechanics of the thoracic cage. Loose here. And then what about underneath your clavicle? A lot of people have their shoulders right up here, so they're very tight, so you've got to relax down. And then knocking over your pectoral muscles just under your clavicle, your collarbone. And then coming down the lung meridian, which is on the front of the arm, the outside front of the arm, going down to the thumb, around to the index finger, and up the back of the arm, all the way up to a trapezius, coming down again. Here's lung 1 here in shoulder nest, this little hollow that you've got. You can knock on it a couple of times. And down the lung meridian, just waking it up. The lung, very important for immunity of the body as well. So you need that. You need that. Down you come. Shake it out. Okay, let's go to the other side. Arm out and up and down. My dog is just digging a big hole in my garden. The ground's nice and wet. Okay, up and down on your pec muscles, and then a little few knocks on shoulder nest here. That's lung 1 or 2. Very good for your immunity. And down the lung meridian, lung 5, lung 7, and up you come over the large intestine, which is the paired meridian with the lung, over across here. And relax. Good. Right. Tiger, coming back to Tiger. Tiger gathering her cubs. So imagine you're a tiger or you're a leopard. Oh, little baby leopards and tigers out there. And they need to come home to the lower dantian, just below the navel. So nice, soften ankle, knees, tailbone. One hand below the dantian, and then you go out, your hands facing the ground, and you grab one of those tiger cubs and you bring it back home. And you bend down. Hand facing the ground, turn and bring it back home. So just looking at that from the side, I'm not leaning there because then I fall over. I want to, as I come down, sit down here and do this movement more from a sitting position. Arm goes out, gathering with the little tiger cub, bringing it back home. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out as you come back in. Breathe in. Feeling that movement through the waist. Your feet are grounded. Body's strong, but you've got good movement through the waist. Arms are supple, moving across. Bringing that treasured little tiger cub home. One more to each side. And again. Right here. And from there, we're going to go into another tiger flow called tiger piercing the veil. So tigers are nocturnal and sometimes very dark, misty in the forest. So you can imagine the tiger going through and clearing the mist so you can see the path, or clearing the bushes, the branches. It's really early in the morning, maybe clearing spider webs. Now you're watching your hands with your eyes following the hands, coming down, back, coming up. So that's an out breath. Out breath through the mouth, in breath. Out breath, your hands are facing outwards. Coming in. And you know, when we're clearing the veil, you have a sense of what is it you need to clear. Sometimes there's a veil that we can't see through. You can't move forward, you can't see through that veil. Breathing in, breathing out. In and breathing out. Bringing the opposite leg behind, turning, and drop your tailbone, keep your chin tucked in, long spine while you're doing this. I'm going to go forwards again. Don't think the tiger does a lot of backward movement, but today we're definitely going to do forward movement. Breathing in, breathing out. Strengthen your body, a lot of strengthening through the knees and the pelvis and the lower back. A lot of flexibility coming in through your waist and your shoulders here. Breathing in, watching your hands. We watch anything moving. It helps our body to use the right muscles to go in that direction. Breathing in, breathing out. Piercing the veil. I read a beautiful story about real tigers, and this tiger's walking through this forest in northern Russia, through all the pines, in the mist. And when I came across this exercise, I can just visualize this tiger doing this. So when we visualize movements, our body gets the story. It knows how to do it. It's not like take your hand forward, your leg back, da 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 da. It's a tiger. How would it be if you were a tiger? How would you feel? Strong. Of course, unless you're injured, but then you have to slow down until you get your strength back. Right? 1 foot forwards, and we'll do our last tiger move here, which is embrace tiger, return to the mountains. So feet just about the width of your hips here, and we're going to sit down first. So we're going to come down here. That's our first movement there. Back of the hands together, and then as we push forwards, we sink the breastbone in, and then we come up and do a big wide circle around our body. So breath out, hands facing the ground, back of the hands together. Breathe in. Let your sternum sink back and push forwards. And then open up. Feel the space all around you. That's your sort of own space, your space of immunity around your body. Call it your Wei Qi, getting a strong Wei Qi. Breathe out. Bend down. Breathe in. Back of the hands together, but not touching. Push forward. Sink your chest. Open up. Make the circle of strength and immunity all the way around here. First part of the movement, embrace tiger, representing your courage and your power and your strength. Second part, return to the mountain, recognizing your strength, your internal strength and inner peace. Because the tiger is very peaceful most of the time. He has a poise, a grace. So now inner peace, we are graceful. We have poise, inner strength. Also need outer strength as well. Breathe out. Breathe in, back of the hands together. Breathe out and sink your chest as you push away. Breathe in all the way around. Should be able to feel a bit of possible tingling in your fingers. You're really using your chi, using your energy. You've woken it up and you're putting it to good use. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Way around. Come back. Feet a little bit closer together. And let's just balance the energy we've worked with during this period. Watch your hand. Just calming down your central meridians. Breathing in. Breathing out. Any little bits of extra scattered energy, just bringing it down to your dantian, because this is the area where you can store energy for use later. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 hands over your navel there, just below your navel, and close your eyes, or just let your eyes rest at about a 45-degree angle towards the ground. And just notice how you're feeling now compared to when you started. Or just notice how you're feeling. Be aware of your body rocking and swaying as you go in and out of balance. Balance is not a fixed point. It's a point that you come back to. And you leave a little bit, but you come back there. Move off, you come back. Allow your face to soften. Soften your between your eyebrows, your forehead. Soften your jaw. Back of your neck, where your skull and your neck come together, soften. Shoulders. Anywhere in your body where it's feeling a little bit tight, you can just breathe into it a bit. Notice the temperature of the air against your skin, touch of your clothes on your body. And just notice your breath. Hands drop by your sides. And slowly open your eyes. And move your feet around a little bit. Come back to where you need to take off again. And thank you for joining me for Qigong Sundays.